Hey everybody, it's Todd B from Tennessee, and here's 7 things I learned about creativity from Pablo Picasso. Number 1, he was a prodigy. Now, Pablo was probably the first person on record since Amadeus Mozart to be known as a prodigy. It's said that his first word was lápiz, which means pencil in Spanish, and we have records of his drawings from as early as the age of 9. Pablo created a lot of work in his life, and probably a big reason for that is because he started so early. Number 2, he created a massive quantity of work. One thing we see in the lives of a lot of successful creative people is they weren't just great at what they did it all the time. And Pablo Picasso probably did it to the extreme. It's said that he painted somewhere around 300 paintings per year. And yeah, that's 300 out of 365. Almost every day, Picasso was behind the canvas painting the work that meant the most to him. Number 3 was self-confidence. We see this a lot in athletes today. I always think of Muhammad Ali claiming, "I am the greatest" in front of everybody. But Picasso honestly might have taken it to a whole nother level. While he was still alive, one day he randomly grabbed a stack of his paintings and walked right into the Louvre in Paris to put them there. Why? Because he felt like he belonged. And frankly, it turned out that he did. Number 4 is the law of attraction. Now, it might seem crazy to move from a country you've known all your life to a different country where you speak almost none of the language, but that's exactly what Pablo Picasso did. When he was a young man, he moved from Spain to French despite not being able to talk to almost anybody, and he was immediately able to collect some of the most brilliant creative minds of the day, like Gertrude Stein. And his friend that he made, Apollinaire, became his close confidant throughout the years and probably Picasso's #1 promoter as he grew to be an artist in France. Number 5, he was actually in love once. Picasso was a turn-of-the-century artist, which means that all of the rumors you've heard are true. He had more lovers and mistresses than you could possibly count, but it turns out he was actually going steady with someone named Eva Guhl, and this woman was present in his life when he created the most prominent movement, which was Cubism. And it's interesting to say whether or not she was a direct influence, but the truth is he was devastated when she died an early death of tuberculosis not long into their courtship, and his life with women was never the same after that. That's probably the reason he couldn't settle down, and he never created a movement of work quite so powerful after she passed. Number 6, alliterative names. Now, we talked about this a little bit with Albert Einstein's name being easy to say and therefore easy to remember, but Pablo Picasso takes it to a whole nother level. His full name is Pablo Diego Jose Francisco de Paula Juan Nepomuceno Maria de los Remedios Cipriano de la Santísima Trinidad Ruiz y Picasso. Talk about a mouthful. The guy was smart enough to change his name to only Pablo Picasso, dropping the Ruiz he was born with and taking Picasso from his mother's maiden name. Number 7 is he could call his shot. Whenever he created probably his biggest and most influential piece, Guernica, Picasso said up front, "This is going to be a masterpiece." And he definitely delivered, depicting the horrid results of the Spanish Civil War on canvas for all to see. It's one thing to be able to create in a moment, it's another thing to say you're going to make something that lasts throughout history and then actually follow through. So that was 7 things I learned about creativity from Pablo Picasso. Once again, I'm Todd B from Tennessee. Don't forget to thumbs up this video if you liked it. Much love as always, and I will talk with you soon.